Kevin.
How you doing?
First day back on the field after last week's loss. What did you think of the energy, concentration of the team?
I mean, I feel like we came out and did what we were supposed to do after a loss like that, or just a game like that in general. I mean, if we would have won a game, I would expect us to come out that kind of practice. So the intensity and the intentionality was there. So it was perfect.
Have you, in your career, had the situation where you're going to play a game and then stay in where you're at and then travel to London? Have you done that?
I've never done anything like that. I played in New Orleans and then traveled to Sarasota to play the Jags, and we stayed there for a week. But that was the closest thing to.
What challenge is it, if at all, for especially veterans who have routines in terms of how you take care of your body and everything else? What do you anticipate anyway, going on a trip like that?
For me, I got a lot of different checkpoints and things throughout the week that I do locally, so it's going to be different for me for sure. And I mean, the main thing for me is just being away from my kids, honestly, more than anything. Like that's a big part of my healing process, mental throughout the week, just resetting, going home, spending time with them and my wife. So not having that element, but I mean, we get through it. I've been away from them for a week or so before that, so it's not the end of the world. But if I was drawing it up, I'd love to have my family with me. But yeah, I mean, it's a week that'll be a little bit different from what we normally do, but we'll be able to get through it.
With all those changes, how important is it to have that bye week after when you guys come home?
Yeah, I think that's important. I wasn't thinking of it like that, but being off, I'm certain there's more than just me that have a certain regimen that they go through throughout the week. But having to be off of that for a little bit and then going on the road and traveling and then coming back, it'd be good to kind of rest up and get the mind on football, everything at that point.
What are the parts of the regimen that are
I mean, just getting body work from different people. That it's not as easy to fly them out to London as it is to fly them from the Bay Area or Vegas to come to work on me in Southern California. So a little bit longer trip, even going to Baltimore, but I'm sure they'll have different things set up for us, massages and stuff like that. But 12 years in, you find a way to keep it working for you, and I've found my way. And like I said, it'll just be a week, but I'd rather have it with me.
When you say it, 12 years in, I mean, can you believe it's been that long since you were coming out of college? And
I mean, it feels like it flies by, but when it's time to heal after some games, you get reminded that you've been around the world.
So I guess how did the mini bye week help with that, or how do you look at how that fits in?
No, it did, for sure. Just having those few days off to decompress a little bit, it helps with the mental, kind of having some time. Most times after games like that, I don't like watching football, so I made sure I watched as much as I could to just put myself through that pain a little bit and then get over it. And then you come back in for a week like this, you feel like you're kind of removed from it. We would have a game tomorrow, off of the week schedule, the normal week schedule, so to have a few extra days mentally and physically is good.
How does your mindset after games like that change since you're here as you experience maybe?
As far as what?
Like a tough loss and like having to remind you about wanting to watch football and making yourself do it.
Yeah, well, I mean, part of it is just because I love ball. I just want to see good football and see guys make plays. So, but when you're younger, obviously it's a little different. I feel like mentally you don't have as good of a grasp on things, and just the mental resiliency to be able to power through a loss like that, especially a game where we were anticipating coming out and playing a lot better than what we did. So yeah, being a vet is just different mentally. Now you can kind of shrug it off a little bit better. It definitely stings still, but it's a little easier to shake it off and move forward.
What makes Kyle want to get the safety position?
I mean, he's just a football player. He's one of those guys that's a football player. He's like how Puka is. Like, it's hard to really look at his 40, look at how high he jumps, all of that stuff. Just having a real feel for the game, understanding his role, and they obviously put a lot on him, and you can see it in the way that he plays. But yeah, rangy, obviously long and tall type dude. It's a lot different than what you normally see at the safety position. So a lot of challenges presented. He's a good football player.
No, you guys are all pros. Everyone in the league is a pro. But is it hard for you guys when you're facing a team that has a lot of injured starters out to put that out of your mind? I mean, does that creep
now, after last week? That's for sure. I mean, we didn't take the Niners light. I mean, it's just a game of execution. That's what it comes down to. Like, football is not the best team that wins. You got to play the best. So it's not the NBA. You go out there, the worst team in the league versus the best team. Like I can guarantee you, 90% of the time, the better team is going to win. But in football, you know, you might off a couple plays have it be a 14-point swing, and that, we know how hard it is to overcome stuff like that. And you're working against the clock. You can change up coverages and make it difficult for the team to, you know, expeditiously come back from you know, being in the hole. So it's not the same as just going on a 20-point run where you run off some buckets and knock down a couple threes. Like, it's a little bit different than that. So we got a nice challenge in front of us, but it'll be a fun one.
All right. Thanks, guys.